Okay, we'll have some breakfast this morning, and we smoked a pork shoulder all day yesterday, and that turned out really great. And I thought I'd infiltrate into my breakfast this morning. And I don't like to use vegetable oil or anything when I cook, so what I like to do is get the burner going. I like to get out my bacon end pieces that I keep frozen in the freezer. I take my old Ginsu knife, just slice me off a few slivers. Throw them right in the pan. Get you some nice bacon bits, nice bacon grease. You can have the grease, and then you can just put the bacon bits in all your, whatever you want, on your hash browns and your eggs. And that's, really a couple slices. I like to do mine sort of thick like, because I'm going to eat them in a little while. And really, you can never go wrong, never skimp on too much bacon. We all know that. So, let's get this bacon cooking up. Alright, got that bacon cooking up in here nicely, medium heat. And dice me up some potatoes. Always wash your utensils between foods, right? Got that all done too, so just chop these up into some small little cube pieces. Today I'm going to do small little cube pieces, and they're going to go good with almost make a little hash type of thing, corned beef and hash, but I'm going to make smoked pulled pork shoulder meat and these sliced up potatoes. It's going to be really good. So I'll get all these cut up, and then we'll get that going. Okay, looks like that bacon's about done now. Getting a little crispy, looking good. Nice bacon bit pieces. Let's see if you can see that or not. Got my potatoes already cut up. Got some onions getting ready to fry up there. Eggs ready. And there's them bacon bits pieces. They turned out really good. Can't go wrong with bacon. We all know that. We all know that. Alright, so let's take it off the grill. I'm going to burn it down a little bit. Got me a paper plate and a napkin there. I'll just take it right off of there onto the paper towel. If you happen to leave a couple pieces in there, it's okay, because you're going to cook in there. Wipe off the excess grease. Pour a little bit into here for just a little bit of sauteed onions. Just a little bit. That's too much grease. If you have too much grease for your potatoes, just pour a little bit out. You want to eat your potatoes, but you don't want to eat just grease only. Alright, turn that fire back up, get that going. Spread that bacon out, let it dry out on that paper towel. Alright, it's still nice and hot. That's a little bit too much grease, I think. You don't want too much grease in there. There you go. You can always put some more back in if you need to. Alright, let's get these potatoes going. Nice hot grill. Alright, get them going. A little salt and pepper on there. I like to put a little pepper on there when you're flipping it around. Helps you know what's actually getting turned over or not. That's what I do with that. A little bit of salt. A little bit of my favorite secret recipe. Gotta have a little bit of that on there. On your potatoes is the best. That's the best. I'll tell you something else I found out. This stuff here is really good. It's called Complete. That is really good. Really good. But I'm okay with what we got going on here. I'm going to let that fry up a little bit. Get these onions sauteing. We'll get that heated up. Maybe put a little butter in there. A little butter with the bacon grease. Little dab. for the sauteed onions. Let them melt down, heat up. We'll get the sauteed onions going while we're cooking potatoes. And it's all coming together. Alright, got that butter melted down. I moved it to the back burner. Might as well throw in some onions in there. Save a couple pieces just for nibbling on. I believe this is a cure for all ailments. Helps to keep from getting sick. Your woman might not like it much, but it's good for you. And I got them potatoes cooking good. I like to cover it up with some tin foil. I use that as my lid. Cook them potatoes a little faster. You don't gotta cook them a little bit less than medium on them onions. Sauteing, you just cook them up slowly. You're gonna set them aside, use them up later anyway. It'll be good. Can't wait. Alright, let's check it out. Sauteed onions are coming along really good. I like to fry my hash browns on a little over medium high, because I like to brown them up a little bit. Then I'll set them on lower temperature and make sure the insides of them are good. But I like to have them a little browned up, a little crispy. It's soaked up pretty much all that bacon grease right now, so just let that fry up a little bit. Let's check out these onions. They're done. I think I'll turn them off. I can set them right next to my bacon. Oh yeah, nice sauteed onions. Oh yeah, I'm going to incorporate them in a little bit later, so I'll set them aside there. Get some of the grease off of them. And I'll take this grease here, dump out the excess. Leave it in there, and that'll be good for frying, scrambling some eggs in there. That'll be good. Well, we'll let this hash browns cook a little bit more. It'll be looking good. Alright, hash browns are coming along. They're almost done, so I'm going to go ahead and start scrambling me up some eggs. I don't worry about pre-scrambling them in a bowl. I just put them right in the pan. And scramble them up right in there. A little white in the scrambled eggs never hurt nobody. Looks like you're getting ready to fry them, but really, you're really not. Mix them up right in there. And while they're still really raw, I like to give just a little bit of, little splash of milk. Little splash of milk. That's all you need. That's all you need in there. A little salt and pepper. And everybody knows you want to cook some eggs up. This is the best thing to put on little eggs. Got to have this in your eggs a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. Now that's going to be some eggs. Scramble them up nice. And the potatoes will be done. Alright. These eggs, got them on sort of a low medium heat. No sense cooking them fast. Scrambling up them eggs. No need to get them done too quick like. These potatoes here sucked up all that bacon grease and they're looking good. And they're nice and getting a little bit crispy on the outside, about right. So what I like to do then, I like to put me just a little dab of butter on top. Little dollop. Cover that up right now. Turn the burner down a little bit lower. And that'll soften them up, make them really good flavor. A little butter flavor in there on top of that gravy grease. Heart attack waiting to happen, but it's going to be good. Might as well turn these eggs off. They're about done. Alright, we'll check it out. Okay, everything's coming together. The potatoes about done. Eggs are done. So, first thing you do is you make up Mama a little plate. Just make her up a little bit of plate, because she doesn't like everything that I like to eat, you know. She doesn't like all my special stuff I do. Got some toast going on, so it's coming out just right. Cook her up a little potatoes like this here. Alright. Get that in for her. Get that going. Give her just a little bit of sauteed onions on the side. Just a hair, little bit of cheese on the potatoes. And man, the toast is ready. Get that going. Use the real butter for the toast. Cut her up like this. And you got yourself a little plate for mama. And then the real fun begins. Cook your own. The good stuff. Almost forgot. Don't forget to give your woman a little bit of bacon bits. Everybody likes that. And then if you're smart and you're good, before you even start this thing, you get a pre-poured glass of milk for her. You go deliver that to mama, and you can rule the kitchen all day long if you like. Alright, mama's got her plate going, so now we can do the good stuff. This here what I like to do. The potatoes are all done. They're nice and done. Eggs are done. And we just start mixing this whole thing together. Put that all in there to get that. Mix it all up. Oh yeah, nice sort of low heat now. One thing we want to incorporate in there is yesterday, we smoked the pork shoulder and it turned out so great. You just gotta have some of that in your scramble. Put that in there like that. Nice smoked pork shoulder right in your scramble. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is going to be so good. Yep. Better need a little bit more than that, I think. Oh yeah, that's good. Right there. Oh yeah. So we got the pork shoulder going in there. Let that warm up easy. Got it on low temperature. Everything's about done. Just got to heat that pork up in there. Put your bacon in there. Let that soften up in there and add a little more grease to it. Can't wait. Alright, let that cook a little bit. Let that heat up. Flip it on low heat because everything else is already done. Oh, let's go ahead and incorporate these onions in here too. That's going to go good. Right in there. Right in there. Here we go. Alright. Alright, we got that heating up in there. Everything's scrambled together. Looking good. Looking good. Pork's heating up nicely. Might as well throw in a little cheese in there. Put that right inside the scramble. It'll be nice. And throw in a little minced garlic. And at the end, that'll be good in there. Another thing I like to do, a little bit of canned jalapeno diced peppers. Oh yeah, right inside there. That's going to put a little extra flavor in there too. Oh my God, this is going to be so good. Mix that up. I could feed an army with this. Mix that cheese up in there. Pork's heating up nicely. Beautiful. Let that go. Cover it back up on low for a little bit.
I don't think this is working. I don't see any.
Okay, for the final touches, got me a little tortilla out there. You just got to see this a little bit better. Yeah, check this out here. Well, I tell you what, this is a good scramble right there. Smoked pulled pork sauce, pork in there, and shoulder in there, and scrambled eggs, and bacon bits, and sauteed onions, and some cheese, and scrambled eggs, and hash browns. That is the best, I tell you what. Well, then I got me a little tortilla shell there. I like a flour tortilla. Just like you would anything else, put a little bit of sour cream in the middle there. A little dollop of that. Spread it around. Let's turn that off. Get yourself just a little bit of this stuff right here. All of it. Oh, that's going to be so good. I mean, so good. I'm going to have about 3 or 4 of these, I know that. I'll just make a little one up, just look at it. I like to put just a little bit dab of salt and pepper on there. Right in the middle of that all stuff. A little bit more cheese in the middle of it. More bacon on top because you got some left over. Then, just a little dab of the jalapenos in there again. Already diced up in a jar. That's a beautiful thing I found in the store. And woman made up the homemade pico de gallo mix. That's go good right on top of there too. Ooh. Look at that. That is beautiful. Beautiful. You gotta look at that. Nice. All together, one delicious meal. That's gonna be great. Yep, that's all you do. Fold that up and do whatever you want. Put more cheese on top, pico de gallo on top, more jalapenos on top. But that is how you make leftover smoked pulled pork shoulder, hash browns, cheese, scrambled egg mix right in a tortilla for breakfast. You can't get no better than that. Amen.